tied in there, and I don't want it falling off on the way home.
Don't worry, Granny.
Uncle Jed, how can one outfit weigh so doggone much?
It ain't the outfit, it's the 70 pounds of mothballs.
Now, hurry up and load the other stuff. Let's get going.
But, Granny, we's gonna get home in plenty of time for the Possum Festival.
I got campaigning to do, speeches to make, votes to get.
Jethro, let's show Granny the sign you made first.
Yes, sir.
My diggins! That's a Jim dandy.
It sure is, and we're gonna put it on the side of the truck quick as we get to Sibley.
Wait a minute. Here comes Miss Drysdale. I want her to see it. She thinks she's so all-fired high and mighty in her big limousine.
Now, Granny, the woman is doing us a mighty neighborly turn, offering to move in and take care of the place whilst we's gone.
Yeah, I wonder why.
Never mind, you just be pleasant.
All right. But I still want her to see my son.
Howdy, Miss Drysdale. I'll take that, young fella.
Well, Mr. Clampett, here's your housekeeper all ready to go to work.
Yeah, well, it sure is uncommon kind of you, and we's all mighty grateful, especially Granny. Granny, come say howdy to Miss Drysdale.
Be right there, just checking something. Fine boy.
Congratulations, Granny. I see you're running for Possum Queen.
Where'd you see that? Oh, the sign. Well, it was kind of forced on me, but it's a great honor if I win.
Being Possum Queen is about the highest honor that can come to a woman.
Last year it was Lady Bird.
Lady Bird?
Lady Bird Hacklemeyer. She's the one that always takes first prize with her doilies at the county fair.
That one.
You know another Lady Bird Hacklemeyer?
No. Can I help you load up?
Oh, no. We can take care of that. You'd best talk to Ellie Mae about taking care of her critters.
Oh, yes. Yes. That's something I'm looking forward to, caring for all those darling little animals.
Now, Duke, you're the oldest, so you'll be in charge while we's gone. Hiram, you's the biggest, so you'll be Duke's right-hand dog. Arnie, you keep your eye on all of them, because you's the smartest. And now remember, everybody, come Possum Day, Wendell is king.
You reckon this is enough lunch, Jed?
Yeah, Granny, that ought to be enough to get us plumb home.
Anything else to load?
Yeah, boy, put this in the truck.
Oh, yes, sir. What is it?
Lunch?
Hot dogs. Didn't you pack nothing for the rest of you?
Go, get.
Granny, look at there. Miss Drysdale's treating Ellie's critters like they owed her money.
I still say we's gonna find her sugar is mostly sand.
You've been grousing for 3 years because Miss Drysdale ain't a good neighbor. Now she's trying to be one, and you're still pecking at her.
Jed, I've heard of sweet milk turning sour, but never the other way round.
Ellie says she'll meet you on the truck around front. Now, have a wonderful trip and enjoy the festival.
Too bad you don't have one here.
Yeah, we wouldn't have to go if Beverly Hills wasn't so backward.
There we are. And you wouldn't want to miss the honor of being queen.
It ain't just the honor. Why, there's a fortune in prizes. Starting with the weighing-in ceremony.
First off, the queen gets her weight in possum.
How exciting.
And that ain't all. Then comes the letting out ceremony.
Possum Day, all the prisoners gets let out of jail.
And from then on, it's just one big to-do after another.
Mule shoeing contest?
Blood wrestling and rock throwing?
Crawdad eating contest?
Prizes for the longest hair and the biggest feet.
Keep talking like that, and Miss Drysdale hop right on, go with us. Ain't that right, Miss Drysdale?
It is tempting, but my plans are all made to stay here and look after your house.
Sure you won't mind all that work?
Not at all. With Milburn out of town, it'll give me something to do.
My dog is Miss Drysdale. You've turned into such a fine neighbor, it seems a shame to be leaving.
Now, Jed, you got the next possum queen sitting here.
That's right. Well, thank you, ma'am. Let it roll, Jethro.
See you in a couple of weeks.
Stay as long as you like.
So, when I got a chance to fly back with Pendleton in his private plane, I figured why stay till Saturday. I'm saving airline fare, hotel bills, meals, taxis, comes to a bundle.
Good sound economic thinking, Chief.
Well, it isn't just that. I'm a sentimental so-and-so. I had to get back to my loved ones.
How sweet.
Yes, sir, when we get to the bank, I'm going into that vault and fondle every bill.
For a foolish moment there, I thought you were talking about your family.
Oh, I called Margaret from the airport. She was next door helping the neighbors pack up to leave.
I thought the Bensons were in Europe.
They are.
Step on it!
I couldn't trust that woman. Start collecting up these songs.
Well, welcome. You're the first guy. Melbourne!
Oh, no, you don't.
You're supposed to be in Chicago.
Never mind Chicago. What do you think you're doing? Where are the Clampetts? What have you done with them? Why are you selling this house?
I'm not going to talk to you until you stop shouting at me.
Okay, I'm not shouting now. Talk to me.
That's better. Well, how are things in Chicago? Did you see Aunt Beatrice?
Not that kind of talk. I want to know about the Clampetts.
You're shouting again.
Chief, there's a truck here from the animal shelter. Your wife told them to pick up all of Ellie's pets.
You what?
Still shouting.
All right, Milburn, all right. I'll talk.
Okay, let's have it. Where are the Clampetts?
On their way back to the hills, and good riddance.
Quick, Miss Hathaway, we've got to catch them.
Wait! What about me?
Yeah, mister, you got the key.
Oh, yeah. Here. Drive her through the middle of town and let her out in front of her beauty shop.
Chief, it would be sheer folly to go dashing about in every road to the east. But if we organize an intelligence search...
All right. Alert the highway patrol, missing persons, the FBI. And I want roadblocks at the state line. And have a helicopter standing by for me on the roof.
Hey, Mr. Drysdale.
Be with you in a minute. And let's get some planes in the air. Have them fly over every...
Oh, it's you. You're here.
Oh.
We just thought we'd come down and say goodbye to Miss Jane, but then we heard she was down at the airport fetching you, so we thought we'd wait and say goodbye. Excuse me, Mr. Drysdale, but you're cutting off my wind.
It's just that I'm so glad to see you.
Well, you've seen us, so goodbye.
Now, wait.
Why are you going home?
For the Possum Festival.
You ain't forgot it's coming on for Possum Day, have you?
Of course not. Well, you can celebrate it right here.
We tried that last year.
It ain't much fun when you're the only one celebrating.
We drove all over town yelling, Happy Possum Day.
Folks looked at us like we was hanging off our hinges.
This year, we's going back home where they have a real festival.
Bye.
Wait! Well, I guess I'm going to have to tell you the big secret.
Well, what is it?
Beverly Hills is planning the biggest festival in the history of Possum Day.
Chief!
Oh, I know. It's supposed to be a surprise, but I can't let them go home and miss it.
Well, tell us about it.
Step in my office.
Chief, I am certain that Beverly Hills Possum Festival cannot be nearly as good as the one they have back home.
Oh, nonsense. She's just modest because she's in charge of the arrangements.
Doggy, she is modest, ain't she?
Miss Jane, you're gonna have to go some to beat that big blowout back in Sibley.
He can do it.
You gonna have a big parade?
Gigantic, colossal.
Crawdad eating contest.
Of course. Jethro usually walks away with that. That and the big feet contest.
How about rock slinging and mud wrestling?
That's Ellie Mae's specialty.
Well, you have Miss Hathaway's word. Her Possum Festival is going to be just like the one back home, only bigger and better.
What do you say, Granny?
I say let's go back home to Sibley.
Why?
'Cause back there I got a good chance of being Possum Queen.
You can be Possum Queen right here.
I can't win an election in Beverly Hills.
Oh, yes, you can. All right, Miss Hathaway?
If I can put on the festival, she could win the election.
And you riding a parade?
Of course.
Will lots of people see me like back home?
More. Millions more.
Million?
She'll be on television.
Television? Me?
Color television, coast to coast. Right, Miss Hathaway?
Well, what do you say now, Granny?
I say let's stay here and be on television.
That's the spirit.
Well, then it's settled. Now, we'll be running along. I reckon what with putting on a possum festival, Miss Jane has got a few loose ends to tie up.
It'll be worth it. A thing like this could put Beverly Hills on the map.
Look what it done for Sibley.
It just hit me.
What hit you, Granny?
Just drive the truck, boy. I'll find out what hit her. What hit you, Granny?
Why Miss Drysdale turned so sweet on us. Why she offered to keep the house for us.
Why did she, Granny?
Drive the truck, boy. I'll find out why did you. What did you, Granny?
She wanted me out of town so she could be Possum Queen of Beverly Hills.
You reckon so?
Why, it's as plain as the nose on your face. I knew she was up to something. I told you we'd find sand in her sugar. This election ain't over. She ain't won yet. I'll stomp Beverly Hills from one end to the other.
Sit down, Granny.
So will Miss Drysdale, and she knows everybody in her dog.
Just drive the truck, boy.
I've got experience on my side. I've run for Possum Queen 47 times.
Yeah, but Jane never won.
Sit down, Granny. Drive the truck, boy. Sit down, Granny. Drive the truck, boy.
No, the Clampett mansion is not for sale. Those signs were a mistake. Now, will you real estate guys please stop bugging me?
Excuse me, Mr. Drysdale, but Mr. Clampett is calling for you on line 1.
Beverly Hills Possum Festival headquarters.
Oh, how's the festival coming along?
Oh, beautifully, beautifully. Did Miss Hathaway get that parade permit?
She isn't back from City Hall.
Yes, everything's great. It couldn't be better.
Well, that's just fine. Now, we've been having a little family go-around. Granny says she knows why your wife is so anxious to get us out of town.
She does?
It's because she don't want me running again her for Beverly Hills Possum Queen. Ain't that right?
Yes, that's right. It was a dirty trick, and I'm going to see that she withdraws immediately and lets you win.
You tell her she ain't gonna give me nothing. I'll beat her fair and square in her own backyard. backyard. And furthermore, you tell her from me that she ain't nothing special.
Granny's a little worked up. Nothing she likes better than a good scrap. So you tell your wife to put on her rip-snortingest campaign, and may the best woman be Possum Queen. Bye.
Hello. Mr. Clampett. Hello. Oh, boy. Well, what do you want?
Do we get Possum Day off?
I told you that woman was up to something. I told you she couldn't be trusted. I told you.
All right, Granny. Now, here's a chance to learn her a lesson. Now, let's get started on your campaign.
Here's a girl with the good news. Well, let's have it.
The city of Beverly Hills refuses to allow a possum festival, a possum parade, or the celebration of Possum Day in any way, shape, or form.
All that good news?
Chief, I implore you, tell the Clampetts the truth before it's too late.
It is too late. Granny is all set to run against my wife for Possum Queen.
Your wife? How did you ever manage that?
Well, somebody has to get this show on the road. Now, let's see if you can hold up your end. You get over to that city hall and tell those jokers, I want my festival.
Chief, I did everything humanly possible. I begged, I pleaded, they just wouldn't listen.
All right, I'll bail you out. They'll listen to me. Because I'm not going over there begging and pleading. I'm going in there demanding. I'll show you how to fight City Hall. Put me down! You tell those ward healers they'll be sorry for this. I'm taking my Possum Festival to Pasadena. You people here in Pasadena are in a rut with that Rose Parade. Every year, the same day. Now, here's my idea. Let's have it next Wednesday, and we'll call it the Possum Parade. Instead of a Rose Queen, we'll have a Possum Queen. Instead of that same old football game in the Rose Bowl, we'll have mud wrestling, drop throwing, pole calling contest, crawdad eating. Now, wait a minute. This could be a great thing for Pasadena. Ladies, it was just a suggestion. Please.
Oh, hey, I forgot. Can Granny hold her voting rally out in the bank parking lot?
Well, I suppose so.
Oh, thanks. Oh, come on down and see the campaign truck. It is a doozy.
Howdy, Miss Jane, Miss Drago.
Greetings.
How do you like my bandwagon? Great crowd pleaser, ain't it?
Oh, indeed it is.
Folks are starting to come, Granny.
Gather round, folks. Gather round. You're about to hear the keynote speech in my campaign for Possum Queen of Beverly Hills. Thank you. And now, folks, handshaking and baby kissing will be done at the end of my speech. Also, there will be free cider passed out. But just to get things rolling, I want you to hear a little of my campaign song that was wrote by my son-in-law here, handsome Jed Clampett. He's a widower, girls. He's got more money than a dog has fleas.
Put your needle on, Ellie. Here's your choice for Possum Queen. Granny. She don't ride no limousine. Granny all the way. Interstate on election day. The finest queen you've ever seen. Granny all the way.
I want to make my speech. Citizens of Beverly Hills.
Citizens of Orange County, for years now, you people have been holding the same old Orange Festival with an Orange Queen, an Orange Parade. Who needs it? Let Florida have the oranges. We'll put on a Possum Festival and a Possum Queen and a Possum Parade. It'll be something. Break down the
Now, folks, in It's exactly 1 week to Possum Day. Who will be your queen? Will it be Miss Drysdale or me? The choice is up to you. But come Election Day, remember where you got the cider that we's gonna pass out right now. Let's go.
Miss Hathaway, is there really going to be a possum festival?
That, my dear Marie, depends upon Mr. Drysdale. Good luck, Chief, wherever you are.
Citizens of Apple Valley, have you ever thought of changing the name of your community to Possum Valley?
Royal Majesty, ma'am.
Kid, don't you go to jinxing me. I ain't queen yet.
Granny, you got this election in your pocket. Miss Drysdale ain't even putting up a scrap.
And that's what's got me wondering what she's up to. Do you reckon that she's gonna pull out of the race?
That ain't likely. Miss Drysdale sets a great store by being a society leader of Beverly Hills. You know she ain't gonna turn down a chance to be Possum Queen.
It's true. But then why is she laying back?
In politics, you never know.
Kid, do you think she's planning to come out at the last minute with a smear campaign?
Ain't nothing she can dig up against you. Is there?
Kid, the road of life is long and rocky. And when you've walked as many miles as I have, you're likely to stumble a time or two.
Well, I reckon your slate's as clean as any.
Penny, Jethro and me's got some more election posters ready for you.
Well, give them to my campaign manager here. I can't stand it no longer. I gotta peek through the hedge and see what Miss Drysdale's up to.
She ain't up to nothing. We could have told her that.
Well, let me see the posters. Maybe we can stir up something. Granny the Possum's Choice. Vote the Granny ticket. Granny will cut taxes. Granny will cut taxes?
Yes, sir. That's a real popular campaign promise. Everybody from mayor to president makes that one.
Yeah, but Granny ain't. Well, I reckon she can keep it about as good as the others have.
Got some more, too, Paul. Where do you want them?
I want them where Mrs. Drysdale is sure to see them. Wednesday is Possum Day, and there still ain't no sign of her campaign.
Ain't no sign of Possum Day, neither.
What do you mean?
Well, Ellie and me's been all over Beverly Hills. Don't look like they's getting ready for no festival.
Parade or nothing. We've ought to gone back home like we started to.
Yeah, instead of letting Mr. Drysdale talk us out of it.
Yeah, we could have...
Now, young'uns. Mr. Drysdale promised us a bigger do than the one back home. And he is a man of his word.
Chief, why did you lie to them?
I did not lie.
But you promised them that Beverly Hills would put on a fabulous possum festival.
No, I did not. I promised them you would put it on. Now, it's up to you to see that I keep my word.
But there's nothing I can do without the official approval of the city. You've already been turned down by Pasadena, Santa Ana, Azusa, Cucamonga.
All right.
Chief, I implore you, before it's too late, let's put the Clampetts on a plane for home.
Oh.
It's the only place in the civilized world where Possum Day is celebrated.
Well, I'm going to change that. There must be plenty of communities around here that would jump at that opportunity. Now, let's see. Here's one right on the coast. Possum Beach.
That's Pismo Beach.
Oh, it is. Well, maybe they'll change it. Granny'd like that.
And that's another thing. Granny thinks she's running for Possum Queen against your wife.
So?
So your wife doesn't even know about it. And Granny keeps wondering when she's going to start her campaign.
She's going to start her campaign this morning.
She is?
Yes. She doesn't know it, but she is. Happy, dear?
Well, I suppose so. But aren't you neglecting things at your precious bank?
Not at all. I can dictate as we're driving. Let's swing by the Clampett place.
Oh, Milburn, whatever for?
I want to show those peasants what real class looks like.
How are we supposed to wait out here?
All Mr. Drysdale said was to go out front. There was something coming by we ought to see.
Well, he better hurry.
Yonder comes the limousine.
What's that sign on the front?
It says vote for Maggie.
She's come out in the open at last.
Big one on the side. She's campaigning for real now.
I don't want no shoe-in. Down with Granny. Bye.
Disgusting exhibition.
What's that, dear?
Granny is running behind.
She probably thinks she can beat you to the corner.
Beat me? In a limousine? Oh, how utterly absurd.
That a circle of blocks. She'll follow us clear into town.
It is a disgrace to Beverly Hills. She and her entire family should be run out of town.
Did you notice that sign on the front of the mansion?
Granny for Possum Queen? What a revolting idea.
Keep talking, dear.
Why doesn't that stupid woman give up?
Come back here.
Right in here, Jethro. Easy now.
Hey, she is really bushed.
She was holding her own the first 2 or 3 miles.
I think she'd have caught the car if she hadn't a trip.
I reckon you best tote her right on up to her room.
Ah, you don't. I got a campaign to run.
Really, I think you've done enough running for a while. I declare you look like the last prune in the box.
I'll be all right. Get me out of this thing. All right. I'm all right. And now that Miss Drysdale has showed her hand, we got to swing into action. Ellie, you go and put on a pretty dress and commence passing my vote getters around house to house.
Yes'm, Granny.
Vote getter?
Yes, Jed, it's a gift package. A little sample of my lye soap, some candied crawdads, a couple of molasses cookies, and for them voters that's on the fence, a little snort of my friendly persuader.
That ought to knock him off the fence.
They never could afford a campaign like this when I was running for queen back home.
I know.
Politics is a rich man's game.
True.
Jethro, you get busy and start making me some signs mean-mouthing Miss Drysdale.
Well, how far you want to go, Granny?
Call her anything you can think of. Remember what William Jennings Bryan said? Fight hard, but fight clean.
Well, you ain't fighting clean, Granny.
Of course I ain't. William Jennings Bryan was a loser.
Granny is running behind.
Well, she probably thinks she can beat you to the corner.
Beat me? In a limousine? How utterly absurd.
Bet a circle of blocks. She'll follow us clear into town.
That little woman is a disgrace to Beverly Hills. She and her entire family should be run out of town.
I told you I'd get Margaret's campaign going. Call the radio station and buy some time.
For this?
Well, with a little editing and the proper questions, this can make a very explosive interview. It might even get Margaret elected Possum Queen.
You are a victim of self-hypnosis. There is not going to be a Possum Queen or a Possum Festival or a Possum Parade or a Possum anything.
You haven't taken care of those details. All right. Don't get hysterical. I'll pull this out of the fire for you. When I get through at the radio station, I'll pick out the spot for the celebration. Let's see. Seal Beach, Costa Mesa, Dana Point, San Clemente. Oh, I'm going to make one of these little communities world famous as the home of the International Possum Festival.
Granny, how's this for a mean-mouthed sign?
Well, that's the right idea, but it could be a mite stronger.
Oh, look at this side.
There!
Ready? Mr. Drysdale said there's a radio program coming on that he wants us to hear. Right here's where it's coming on.
This is KBH, the voice of Beverly Hills. The following is a paid political announcement by the Margaret Drysdale for Possum Queen Committee. Mrs. Drysdale, how do you think the campaign is going?
Granny is running behind.
Think she has a chance to beat you?
Beat me? How utterly absurd.
How do you feel about your opponent personally?
That little woman is a disgrace to Beverly Hills. She and her entire family should be run out of town.
My doggies, that's hitting low.
I'm sure those words are spoken only in the heat of a political battle. When the election is over, you'll probably be good friends.
What a revolting idea.
Well, thank you, Mrs. Drysdale.
Why doesn't that stupid woman give up?
Thank you, Mrs. Drysdale.
What a disgusting exhibition.
Thank you, Mrs. Drysdale. We now return you to our regularly scheduled program.
Now, Granny, don't cut loose in front of the young'uns. Go in the pantry first and let off some steam. Uh-oh. Watch your back, Jethro. I'm sorry, Granny, but there's a limit, even in politics.
Are you sure my husband said he wanted to go for another drive?
Yes, madam. We're to pick him up in town.
Well, I'm glad he's finally realized what a great social asset I am to him.
Yes, madam.
Come on, Ellie, come on.
Just want to make sure I had all the boat getters.
All right, get up here in the back, honey, so you can hand them out. Just a minute.
Duke! Go around the neighborhood now and give everybody a look.
Ready when you are, Mr. Campaign Manager.
Right to the middle of town, boy. While Duke is getting the neighborhood to vote, we'll go after the man in the street.
Yes, sir.
Put the needle on, Granny. Let her roll, boy. Here she is, folks, the next Possum Queen of Beverly Hills. Now remember to vote for Granny.
You call that campaigning? Give me that thing. Margaret Drysdale ain't nothing but a studio bag of wind. Anybody that'd vote for her would suck eggs.
What's the latest? Has Mr. Drysdale found a spot for the Possum Festival?
Not yet. So far, he's bombed all the way down the coast. Last report has him headed for San Juan Capistrano. Drysdale's office. Chief, where are you? San Diego? Well, what happened in San Juan? Oh, really? Well, they do have a point. It just doesn't sound as romantic. When the possums return to Capistrano. Chief, why don't you give up and come back? Tell the Clampetts the truth and admit... All right. You're the boss. He's confident he can sell the Possum Festival to the next town.
He does, and he'll just about have to come back. He's almost to the border.
Perkins, this is getting ridiculous. We've covered every foot of Beverly Hills 3 times.
I'm sorry, madam, but I just can't remember the corner where Mr. Drysdale said he would meet us.
Probably back at the bank by now. Take me there immediately. People are beginning to stare and point and even laugh.
Miss Hathaway.
I'm sorry, sorry, Janet, there is no further news. Ever since the chief crossed the border, a curtain of silence has descended.
Well, there's plenty of noise around here. The Clampetts are circling the block in Granny's campaign truck. They're announcing a big political rally in the bank parking lot.
Oh, dear. Well, let's get down there and see what we can do.
Gather around, folks. Granny's going to discuss the issues of this campaign.
You're going to hear some real name calling and mud slinging.
Granny. Now, after the speech making, for them voters that's still undecided, my daughter is going to pass among you with some friendly persuaders. Now, we're going to start off the rally by singing Granny's campaign song. Put the needle on. Here's your choice for Possum Queen, Granny. Granny.
She don't ride no limousine.
Granny all the way. Vote her into
Hey, lady, what's this all about?
Probably one of those hidden camera shows.
And now, folks, here she is, the next Possum Queen of Beverly Hills, Granny!
Fellow citizens, I'm gonna tell you about the woman that's running against me in this election. She has the brain of a chicken, the disposition of an alligator, and the figure of an overstuffed silo.
Folks, what the candidate is hinting at, well, as you know, the Queen gets her weight in possums. Well, Granny here don't weigh 7 stone sopping wet. But in order to balance off Ms. Drysdale, it's going to take 30 or 40 good-sized possums. And where is them extra possums coming from? From your own backyard.
Yonder she comes! Maggie, Maggie!
What is this outrageous spectacle?
Look what she's got writ on her car. The next Possum Queen.
Oh!
Look at her run. She knows when she's whipped.
Morning, Miss Hathaway.
Morning, Joe. Dear, still not back.
Morning, Miss Hathaway. Happy Possum Day.
It's not funny, Miss Treagle. I was just about to call the Missing Persons Bureau.
You mean Mr. Drysdale is still...
Not a trace. I didn't sleep a wink last night.
Neither did I.
Chief!
Where have you been?
Riding a burro across Mexico.
Well, what about my car?
Just a little misunderstanding. I got it back this morning. But there isn't going to be any possum festival. I was even turned down by Death Valley. Oh, I should have listened to you, Miss Hathaway. I never should have lied to the Clampetts. It was just my foolish pride.
No. We'll take you home so you can get some rest.
No. No. First, I must face the Clampetts and tell them the truth. Confess everything. Yes, Chief. I'm through with dishonesty and deceit.
Yes, Chief.
Oh, what a bitter lesson I've learned.
Granny, where are you?
In here, Jed.
Granny, we got to get out and vote. If it's like back home, the polls close at 10 and we... Why ain't you in your candidate outfit?
'Cause I ain't a candidate, Jed. I'm withdrawing in favor of Miss Drysdale.
You're what?
I never knowed how much being Possum Queen meant to that woman.
What you mean?
Well, after I bested her at the rally, she went home, took to her bed, and she's been there ever since.
Did seem to break her spirit.
I don't want victory at that price. Let her ride in the parade this afternoon. Let her get the cheers and the glory. It's her hometown.
You're a little woman, but you got a mighty big heart.
Paul, Mr. Drysdale wants to see you.
Hello, my friend. What in tarnation happened to you?
Ellie, fetch my jug. This poor man looks like he's been drugged through an asshole.
Chief, tell them.
Can I wait for the jug? All right. Mr. Clampett, Granny, I have something terrible to tell you.
Oh, we heard about your wife, and you can stop worrying. Granny's pulling out of the race.
What?
We ain't even going into town to watch the parade.
But that's what Mr. Drysdale has come to tell you.
Yes, you see, You're positive you're not going into town?
Positive. I don't want to take none of the glory away from Miss Drysdale.
Oh, that's a wonderful gesture, Granny. Of course, it's too bad you're going to miss that fabulous parade. It's going to be the greatest in the history of Possum Day. Marching band, floats, giant balloons, mounted riders, clowns, jugglers, airplanes, tanks, and elephants.
Sorry I couldn't find it right off.
Don't need it now, Ellie. Granny's news picked that poor man right up off the floor.
He'll do the same thing for his wife, too. There's no greater honor than being Possum Queen.
Yeah, Granny, there's always next year.
Yeah, I know. But to help me through this year, don't you think I deserve a little,
All right, Granny. Quick as a poll's close.
Happy